Powerful creators, I am here today with Lizz Byron, and the reason for this fantastic interview we're about to do is manifesting.
Yay! Manifesting. That's what I do too.
Yeah. We're both very much into manifesting, aren't we, Liz?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%. Yeah,
and
especially the good stuff.
Yeah. True. So good manifesting, because we know we can actually manifest, other stuff from what we hold. That's a Faster EFT philosophy. So when I was with Liz at the Faster EFT Level 2 training in Brisbane, she got up and talked about how Faster EFT had helped her to, change basically how she manifests things. And so can you tell us a little bit about that and what you talked about then?
Yeah. So the first thing I manifested was New Year's Eve tickets off a Facebook page. They were giving them away and they were $70 each, and I really wanted them. And I thought, I'd seen other people use Faster EFT, and I'd done level 1 at this stage, and I'd never actually tried to manifest something, outside of myself, meaning, it was all, it's all internal, but it's winning something. And I'd watched some YouTube videos, and plus what I'd learned at level 1 and from practitioners. I wrote down all the resistance and I tapped it all away. And then I visualised winning it, and I visualised it so well. And this happened, maybe it took an hour or so, and then I'd just think about going in and getting the tickets. And I'd walk into the hotel, I'd walk across the floor. I knew what the barman looked like because I'd been to the pub before, or one of them. And so I imagined him grabbing the tickets and putting them in my hand.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, and it does get to a stage when you do the releasing, it does get to that, because you know how you ask, you believe, and then you receive, and you let it go, like you let it go.
Yep.
And then you receive. So what happened with me was, all of a sudden it was like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore. So that was the letting go. It's like, oh, I've already got it. So anyway, they didn't put it up on the Facebook page when they said they were going to, and I'm thinking, oh, that's weird. And then about an hour later, my friend rang me and she said, Liz, you've won tickets for New Year's Eve. And I said, have I? And then I rang her and I told her exactly how I did it. And she was like, oh, you're amazing. And I was so excited, because that was my first thing that I'd ever manifested, and I have no doubt it was from Faster EFT. So since then I didn't win a car, but I manifested my car. I did my level 1 training, actually that was the first thing I manifested, level 1 training, and the factory shut down. I think I told you about that. So that was all the same thing. I wrote down all the resistance and all the reasons. And one of the reasons was my 2 work colleagues. I work in a lab in a cheese factory, and I'm their relief. So 2 of them were on holidays, and I was sort of going to have to be covering both of them. So there was no way I could go on holidays in March. But I just kept believing. I kept seeing Robert up the front and me sitting at a desk. And I just kept thinking, I don't know, I'd tap and I'd think, I don't know how this is going to happen, but it's going to happen. And anyway, we got called to a toolbox meeting about 3 weeks out of training, and they said, we need to put some new equipment in. So from March the 1st to March the 15th, or whatever it may have been, we're on a total factory shutdown. So I got to go to my level 1 training because I shut a factory down. So that felt pretty good. And I've won an iPad, which I'm on now. I won an iPad.
Awesome.
What else have I done? Tickets, money. Tats Lotto. I was playing Tats Lotto for a little bit, and I'd seemed to always at least get my money back, and I won $300 was the most I got. But that was exciting for someone that had, you know, I had like $5 or $6 here and there. So,
yeah. So I know now that everybody watching is going to say, how did you do that? Like, how does Faster EFT work, and what do you do? I mean, obviously we use tapping, but how do you specifically do it?
Okay, so you think of what you want, and you think of all the reasons that you believe you can't have it. So with with the tickets, I wrote down things like, that's just silly. I'd never be able to win something like that. I don't win. You know, other people deserve it more than me. And I wrote down anything that would stop me, or any feelings or beliefs that would stop me from getting it. And my happy place is always what I want to manifest. Sometimes you can't, so I put myself in that position and I visualize it. And then I kind of know when it's going to happen, because there's no resistance anymore. I just know. So it's like a letting go, I guess, and you let the universe, or whoever you worship, whoever you think of, your higher self, you let them take care of the rest. So and that's exactly how it happens. And it's amazing how easy it is. It's only us that's stopping it. And I will say, though, I did work with a practitioner too. And so that is really good, especially if you're working on big things, because they really get into the nitty-gritty of why and what's stopping you from becoming or having or being who you want. And there's no hiding from that working with a practitioner. You can't just sweep anything under the carpet. So, and things can happen very very quickly. Absolutely. Straight away. You can be totally different straight away. You can be manifesting.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And that you mentioned that, like, that letting go of the how, and that's something that, you know, that's very huge as well.
Your logic brain cannot be in this. Your logic brain is that's actually the biggest killer, because we just try and give it a system. We think of all the practical things. You know, it's not even the don't deserve, it's the, but that can't happen because that's this and that's that. I mean, who would have thought? I mean, the factory shut down. I don't know if you know how big that is. Like, it's even my left side of my brain wouldn't have been able to think of that, you know. At all. So I just you stay out of your own way, and I think that's the biggest thing.
I think for me last year, when a client, you know, she saw in the challenge that I run, the online challenge that I run, that's helping people manifest, you know, their ideal life. Well, it's called the Wealthy, Worthy and Wild Community. But one of my clients from that, she saw me write, because we have to write down what we want and all of those things. So one of the things that I wrote was that I'd always wanted to go to Nepal. Like, it's one of my top of the list things. And then, you know, this year I've manifested that we are taking women to Nepal on a transformational retreat. And I'm going as a Faster EFT practitioner, and it's just like, does it get any better? And I think that's the thing, that once you let go of the how, sometimes, you know, the universe will bring it to you in a way that you couldn't even begin to have imagined before.
No way. It's
so it's pretty amazing.
It is amazing. And it's you know, I quite often, for inspiration, I will watch what others do and how they manifested. Or I will get on the secret website and I will watch their stories, and some of the things, how it come about.
Yeah.
It does seem like magic, but manifestation isn't magic. Like,
No.
it's absolutely something that every single person can do. And it's a formula, and you get rid of the resistance and you let it happen. And I've even heard people that have done Faster EFT say it was like a floodgate open. All of a sudden, everything they wanted was right there. And it's not just money. What it is also the feelings associated with it, because the thing is just a thing. You know, it's just like, so this is just a teaspoon, but if that was something I really wanted, it's the joy that I get out of using it. It's the things, it's, you know, normally people are looking for freedom, happiness, joy, an experience. Everyone wants to be loved and to be safe. So they're the things that you bring into what you want to manifest, because that's really what you're looking for.
Yeah. So
that's what I believe.
Yeah. And again, you were doing that, for example, in the one that you told us about, where you were seeing yourself going up and getting the ticket, like the guy giving you the tickets, all of that.
Yeah, because I was going to have a great night.
Yeah. And so, and you saw yourself at the level 1 and stuff. But do you specifically then, when you're visualizing that, really get into that feeling of it? Is that what you do?
Yeah. Like, so at level 1, I was imagining meeting like-minded people, and, you know, just being so interested in everything that Robert had to say. And I did. I met some amazing people that I've still maintained contact with. And it was everything. It was, you know, just getting the accommodation when most things were booked out. It was all these things just fell into place. So even things that I hadn't even thought of. So, and I even got a lift down to Melbourne. I didn't even have to drive. So, and they dropped me off at the motel. So, there was all these other added extras that I didn't even have, but it was, the joy. And when I got the tickets, it was the joy of giving someone else a ticket. It was the joy of just winning something. So I would imagine what it would be like just to win something, just for the sake of winning it. Like, you know, there's, you haven't done anything, you just won it. So I got really into those feelings. And so with The Secret, I had tried The Secret, but I hadn't manifested what I wanted. And I think the real thing was the actual resistance. And it wasn't until Faster EFT that things started to come into my life. So that's when it all started to happen for me.
Yeah, because you're able to actually, like, in a 2-hour session of Faster EFT, the amount of stuff you can actually release is
absolutely. And it's and especially, like, you know, in a 2-hour session, you get to the deep reasons, like, so there's a possibility, and you can't say that everyone's the same, but there's, you know, you get to the reasons why, you know, you are holding yourself back. You might not think that, but that's what's going on. So, but as I said, I hadn't, and I'd read all the secret books. I have every single one of them, and I knew it was possible, but it just wasn't possible for me until Faster EFT. And even I know people that have done relationships. You know, the sky's the limit. It's just being brave enough, or being wanting it enough to make the first steps into either seeing someone or working on yourself, or however you may do it. And not sort of going after one go, this doesn't work. But having said that, I'm working on some bigger stuff, but so far I've got 100% score rate. I've got everything I wanted. So that alone is a pretty good testament to Faster EFT. And when before, like I said, it was just a wish. You know, I'd wish it. And I'd try and believe it, and I'd really think I was getting into the feeling, but I wasn't.
Yes, I can identify with what you're saying there. I mean, the things that have come into my life since starting you know, and all the stuff the same with my business. Like, you know, I mean, even here today doing this interview, I mean, this is like dream kind of work for me. So I just so awesome to be doing this. And I think that's a really important point that you make about like wanting, because we are very conditioned about what it is that you know, I know when I've done my challenge and that, people have said, oh, the thing that I learnt was it's not about me having a Toorak mansion, it's about me getting what I want, you know, not what somebody else thinks you want or what society thinks you want. It's about really getting into that feeling space. Like for me, you know, maybe like going hiking in Nepal is not what my kids want. It's not what my husband wants. It's what I want. You know, so there's kind of that really giving yourself permission to want what you want, you know?
Yeah, and when you think of that, that can be an overwhelming thing, because all of a sudden if someone asks what you want without the conditions of husbands and children and parents and friends and what you should do, the world's a pretty big playground. So it's like, oh my God, well, what do I want? So and the thing is, you may write down something and go, oh no, that doesn't fit, you know, and you might have to tweak your list or whatever, but once you've got it, you've got it. So, and it's not like you're not going to be punished if you get it wrong and go, oh well, actually no, I don't know if I want this. But as I said, if you hone in on the feelings you want, and then if you work backwards of what feelings you want and what you want in your life, and then go, okay, well, what do I need to get those feelings and live that life? That's the way I believe you should do it. But as I said, I'm always learning about it. I always listen to people that manifest. And you know, the thing is, I sort of go, wow, imagine how fast you can do that with Faster EFT. If only they'd known, you know, because some people like Jim Carrey, I think took 3 years to get 3 or 4 years and was living quite poorly. And I think, oh, imagine if he knew about Faster EFT. Imagine how fast he would have got that $10 million then. So, because the thing is, and that would, and what he did takes a lot of discipline. So we're not talking about discipline either. We're just talking about doing the work. There's a difference.
10 million in 3 years is still pretty cool, but
it is actually, it is, and But again, it's all about the feelings he put into that check he put into his wallet. So he put it, for those of people that don't know, he wrote out a check for $10 million when he had nothing, and he used to go to a part of Hollywood where the nice houses were and pretend all of that stuff was coming to him. And he would look, every time he opened his wallet and looked at the check, he would imagine that was his check. And a week before he dated it, so he had it for 3 years, and a week before he dated it, he signed Dumber and Dumber, and it was a $10 million contract. So, and I bet you he wouldn't have known, because I don't even know if he was acting at that time. I think he was doing stand-up comedy. So, you just don't know how things come about.
So good. So we'll kind of wrap it up, but if you could give me your the top 3 things that you think have really been the best things for manifesting for you. What I know that we probably mentioned them, but what do you think you would tell people to do?
Well, I write it down.
Yep.
Which is probably 3rd, because you just have to know. The resistance is absolutely, getting rid of the resistance is absolutely number 1.
Yeah.
Then going, and until you can be or have or be in that knowing or feeling of having it. So I think they're equally as important. And until you can see it, believe it, feel it, or however you know you've got it, depending on what it is, that's when you know that you're actually on the path to manifest, however it may turn up.
You've let go of the how it'll turn up.
You've absolutely let go. And so I guess it's all a formula, but the resistance is the key to everything. That's the key.
And so I suppose that, for Faster EFT style letting go, that means we aim at how we know there's a resistance, or we aim at how we feel it in our bodies, or just, whatever's going on for us, and then we use the tapping process to basically let it go.
Yeah, that's right.
Until that changes, until the other thing is true, the visualization is true for us.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then it becomes fun, and that's the whole point of it, is that it's fun, and it's you enjoy doing it, and it's better than any meditation or massage or anything. It's a fun thing to do.
We're adding it to the list: meditation, massage, and now manifesting.
Yeah, that's right. It's
put it number one.
Fun. Yeah. And we are well, I'm gonna say powerful, but because we all have the ability to manifest, and you already are where you are now manifesting. It's just how you're manifesting. So, if you are open to the possibilities of what could be, that can change everything. Yeah. Absolutely everything for you.
Yeah. So give yourself permission.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give yourself permission. That's a really good way of putting it, actually. Yeah.
Okay. To start writing down what you want.
Yeah, basically, start writing down what you want. And it's really funny, since I've been manifesting, I even, through Facebook, because I joined all these manifestation pages. I didn't even know who they were. I'm like, manifesting, yep. Yeah, I wanted to know how people do it. And this beautiful lady from Queensland said, is it all right if I ring you? And I'm thinking, oh my God, what have I got myself into? And she rang up and she said that she had done so well when we had a conversation about Faster EFT and various things. So she had little resistance, and she manifested, she was $1 million in debt, and within a year she had manifested it and paid off her debt. So if you get rid of the resistance, look what you can do. And so she was coming from a pretty bad, place. But that's what I say. If you've got resistance and you need help with it, get rid of it. It'll change your whole life.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I've got to turn this around for everybody.
Oh, yes.
So
You've got to show us
because I had to do this. I had to go somewhere special to lift my...
Here.
So, is the sun in the way?
Woo!
So that's where I live.
Pretty awesome.
So that's lifts my vibration easily.
Yay!
Yeah.
And I'm here at home with my children doing work I love on the internet. So I'm feeling pretty cool too. I'm about to go off to Brisbane to a mentoring night tonight. So.
Oh yeah, awesome. So watch this space.
Watch this space. This is Liz, and she's going to be out there teaching this, aren't you, Liz?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I want everyone to have everything they want.
You already are.
What was that, sorry?
You already are.
Yeah. Some of the practitioners. I've got a group going with practitioners.
And you're a practitioner in training. So
that's right.
Yeah. So can people contact you via Facebook if they wanted to?
That would probably be the. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So just I don't know what my Facebook username is. Is it Liz or Lizzie?
Lizz Byron, I think. Liz, Lizz. Byron. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So of course they can.
Yay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
My pleasure. And I'm at growinginnerwealth.com if you want to contact me too. And it's been
I actually watch a lot of your stuff. I've been watching it and following it every day, which has been really good. There's a lot of really helpful information in there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's really good.
It's fun, isn't it?
It is fun. It is a lot of fun.
And it's fun to have a place to share all the manifesting that we do. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, we shall sign off. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Everyone. And thank you so much. There's been so
Happy manifesting, everyone.
Yeah, happy manifesting.